Okay,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
worries.
So, hi, Rob. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm also very fine. So, how is the UK? I'm told you stay in the
Hot,
UK.
very hot. This place is hot.
It's hot. It's very cold here in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I just needed to talk to you about your experience with BlockUp, and because
Okay.
you're one of our very good customers, and I just wanted to be able to get a story of where you are and how you came to discover BlockUp. What value did you see in BlockUp? At what point did you get comfortable to make an investment with BlockUp, and what problem it is actually solving for you, and what you can actually be able to tell other people who are hesitant in basically using BlockUp. So maybe you could give me a brief of how was life without BlockUp, without Lipana blog, so BlockUp investment, and how you came to find out about BlockUp.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a privilege. So yeah, I'm one of your, as you said, one of your investors, customers. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
and I
yes.
love it. So anyway, so
Mm.
before I came into BlockUp, I was mostly into studying about blockchain. Knowing where I could, put my money into, and what are people doing out there using the smart contract and everything. But mostly my money was still in the traditional banking, right?
Uh, uh-huh.
So where I could just go to work, earn money, savings, yeah, which gives you almost 0%, annual interest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that for me, I thought, okay, I need to look for other channels to make more money,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I decided to explore uh, blockchain, smart contract technology. But yes, so yeah, that's where basically I traditional banking, brother, traditional
Yeah.
banking.
So your money has been in traditional banking, but then you decided not to invest in a money market fund or a CIS or something like that. Those are what people invest in. So why did you focus more on blockchain? On smart contract products that are on the blockchain space or Web3 space. Why blockchain for you?
Yeah, so it's something that was interesting. I was hearing stories, and I was seeing testimonials of people investing in crypto, and then they make money overnight. Yeah, most of the people used to lose money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
um so I had to do a little bit of research and find out, okay, so am I just blindly putting money into crypto,
Ah, okay.
because I might as well leave my money in the bank,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So I was lucky to be one of the team members of uh, one of our crypto major crypto projects out there, and through just being a team member, they taught me a lot. I learned their system, and I came to discover there's something we call staking. Okay, so that's where I started doing the proper investment. So, but before I could stake my money, I
Mm-hmm.
did a lot of arbitrage.
Ah, okay. So so
Yeah, and
so
arbitrage.
so arbitrage is where you take advantage of the difference in price between
Yes, yes,
between.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do arbitrage,
Mm,
and sometimes I would go out there to explore new tokens,
mm,
new projects, and find out what benefits are they bringing to investors. Okay,
okay. Okay.
but what came out mostly for me was the staking, mostly the compounding and staking.
Okay.
And before I could even think that I need to put money for longevity gains,
Mm.
I would think, wait a minute, I need to read white paper.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. I've
So,
done a
so
lot of research. Yeah.
yeah, so you've done a lot of research, and you are basically in the Web3 project. You've interacted with the Web3 project. So how did you come about to know about BlockCorp, and what made you say that BlockCorp is a good investment for me? I've studied so many projects in the market. How did you come to hear about BlockCorp, and when you did your research about BlockCorp, what made you comfortable that I could put my investment here?
Okay, so yeah, I was approached by one of my good friends who is one of the members of Norma Chain. So he did explain to me about Norma Chain itself. Yeah, the whole concept of, okay, so Norma Chain is bringing tokenization of real world assets into into the blockchain industry. And I thought, oh, hang on, what is? I didn't know what RWA tokenization was back
Mhm.
then. You know, it was early. It was about 2023 around there. So I thought, okay, that's interesting. So I had to read about Norma Chain, again, research, and then BlockCoop was founded by you, and that was the journey. I didn't look back.
Yeah.
I needed to find out what is BlockCoop. Okay, so circles. Oh, tokenizing of circles. All right, that's a
Mm.
good concept.
Yeah. Yeah. So what made you trust that investing in blocks, which are the digital shares of Block of Circle, vis-a-vis investing in a traditional circle? So
Yeah.
what is it that gave you that trust that you could put hundreds of thousands, probably tens of thousands of dollars into a product like this? What is it that gave you that confidence and comfort?
So first of all, let's talk about smart contracts. Okay, so
Mhm.
we are talking of circles being on smart contract, right?
Mm. Mhm.
Which means it eliminates a lot of obstacles in between compared to traditional circles. So,
Mm.
we don't have party people or paperwork or, guarantors or all those things. We don't have everything is on smart contract. Everything is run by, literally automotive. It's
Mm.
just running on its own. Um, and the benefits are really good already. I've already started seeing the results because
Mm.
I thought I'd invest first of all in secondary market first,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
which was good because I went in early and
Yeah.
I haven't sold, but I started making some profit because the price was just going up as
Mm.
people discovered block up. And I thought, all right, let me explore. I saw the packages in there, and I went for the primary market, which first of all is beneficial to the infrastructure, right? Because we are basically putting in liquidity, and you're buying shares fresh at a discount.
Correct.
Okay,
Mm.
so you're literally it's there on your face telling you get your daily yields and annual dividends, of which I've already started earning.
Correct.
Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I put some money in there?
Yeah, thank you very much, Rob. So my other question now is vis-a-vis money being in your traditional bank account, and now that you've invested in Web3 project and you've put your money into BlockCorp. So what would you say is different in terms of experience between the two? So someone is thinking, why should I go to a Web3 product instead of going to a traditional financial institution and just invest in my money? So what is different in terms of experience between those two investments for you?
Okay, so when it comes to Web3, most of the times you have all the options. All the options are there for you. Okay, you can so you can exit anytime you want. Yeah, you
Mm.
can choose to lock your money for absolutely 5 years, or according, well, depending on the project infrastructure, right? um it's, you got liquidity ready for you, right? I mean, compared to traditional banking, you're being monitored. It's very, very central, right? You're
Yeah.
being monitored.
Mm.
They want to know why, how much have you put in there? If you put more than $30,000, they will question
Mm.
you. If you
Ah,
want to withdraw $30,000, they will still question you, right?
ah, mm,
They're using your money
yeah.
to. I'm not against the traditional backing, but they're using your money to make more
Mm,
money. Why can't you
yeah.
have control over your own money?
Ah, okay. So basically, from what I'm hearing, you're talking about control. Control is the first thing, that you have a lot of control over your funds
Yeah,
on BlockUp than you would have in your bank. Number two, you were saying there are liquidity options. You can actually be able to exit anytime that you actually feel like, and you can exit
yeah.
any volume without having to have questions or sign papers or things like that. So I think that's what basically you're saying. So my final
Yeah.
question to you, Rob, so that I can let you go, is about, what would you tell someone who is still hesitant to do transactions with BlockUp? What would you say to them as a customer? You've said you have invested in the primary market and you've also invested in the
Yeah.
secondary market. So what, having experienced that full cycle of what BlockUp offers in terms of investment, what did you tell someone who is still hesitant and they're still they don't have enough trust to actually be able to come in at this point?
Okay, so I actually have an advantage of having learned or having been in blockchain for quite some time. So um, I can tell that not many people are still trusting the Web3 or the new system that is coming up, and tokenization. So the best thing is learn first. Learn first. Yeah. Don't
Mm,
blindly invest in something that you have no idea about. Learn first. And there's so many channels out there. In fact, even you guys host webinars.
yeah, we do.
You have Norma Academy as well.
Correct.
And if people have questions, they can always approach the team. Number two, think about it this way: you're building wealth. Okay, don't think short term, think longevity. Okay,
Okay. Yes.
because if you're gonna be earning, of which people are already doing, if you're gonna be earning annual dividends and daily yields coming from transactions, think about that. Who gives you money for free when you're just sleeping?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So this is money working. This is money working harder than you will ever have to work.
Exactly. So why wouldn't you trust that? Okay.
Definitely. Definitely.
Um, always, if you sometimes they say when something is too good, it's to be true. It probably a scam. Okay, but I would say mostly listen to webinars. Yeah, from BlockCoop. Talk to people who have invested and they're seeing results. Okay, the system is there, or it's literally there online. You can see everything. It's the user experience is very, very clear. Yeah, it tells you the percentages, the ROI, everything is there, right? um Look at partnerships. Also partnerships, yeah, that's very important.
Mm,
BlockUp has various partners.
mm.
Okay, so do research and get in.
Yeah.
Don't get late. Get
So
in.
yeah, so basically your message is learn, don't invest in something that you don't understand. That's the first thing. You can join the block up webinars and stuff like that, but also there are opportunities beyond what you can actually be able to see. And your ability to make money is limited to the knowledge that you have. So the more you learn, the more you increase your ability to make money. So Rob, I want to say thank you for talking to us today. I know you're rushing to work, and I really wish you a nice evening in the UK. And
Thank you.
yeah, so you're in Manchester. Where are you in the UK?
No, 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 no. I'm in Essex.
Essex. Essex. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we maybe we'll come there.
Of
Maybe.
course, you're welcome anytime. Yes.
All right, man. So I really appreciate your time
Thank you.
and thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate you
Definitely.
your testimonial today. Have a nice evening, sir.
Thank you very much.